One day, vampires suddenly attack the human world, causing their population to skyrocket due to the abundance of human blood. Humans quickly began losing the war because of the vampires' near immortality. Eventually, vampires took over the entire world, forcing humans to retreat to a small fortified city. To avoid attracting vampires, humans imposed a strict ban on playing music. In a bid to destroy the vampires, humans developed a technology that kills vampires upon exposure to green light. They also formed military teams to hunt vampires. Momo, a young girl, is part of one such team. One day, her team ventures into a deserted area to hunt vampires. They are suddenly attacked by a vampire, but manage to kill it using the green light. During the attack, one soldier gets infected, and they are forced to kill him on the spot. Then they begin investigating the area. During the investigation, Momo discovers a vampire child hiding in a corner. The child tries to hand Momo a box playing music. Suddenly, a vampire attacks Momo, but her friend Myrina kills it. Distraught by the vampire's death, the child injects himself with a substance and transforms into a large demon. Although the demon attacks Momo, she hesitates to kill it. Another soldier steps in, kills the demon, and reprimands Momo for hesitating. The soldier then breaks the music box. After completing their mission, Momo and her team return to their fortified city. There, Momo works in a recycling factory alongside her friend Myrina. Myrina presents Momo with the same music box, now broken. Then a soldier delivers a message to Momo, summoning her to meet Commander-in-Chief Nobara, who is also her mother. Although Momo prefers working with her friend in the recycling factory, her mother promotes her to an administrative role. Nobara asks Momo why she hesitated to kill the vampire. Momo explains it was because the vampire was a child. Nobara then explains that their last city is on the brink of destruction after years of war. Resources are scarce, and people's lives are dire, leaving them no choice but to kill or be killed. While the human world is filled with sorrow and despair, the vampire world is full of happiness and celebration. Vampires celebrate every day, and their queen, Fien, loves dancing and music. She neglects her responsibilities to spend most of her time dancing and singing. After her dance sessions, she returns home to rest. There, she meets Allegro, who informs her that the humans are preparing a major attack. Allegro wants to launch a counterattack and asks Fien to participate. Fien refuses, and despite Allegro's attempts to persuade her, he eventually gives up. Before leaving, he advises Fien to drink blood, as she has stopped doing so. Meanwhile, humans are planning to attack the vampires, believing that their situation is increasingly desperate. Vampires have been using a special medicine during fights that significantly enhances their physical powers, but at the cost of their lives. Humans are also developing special weapons and aim to launch their attacks soon. Momo, now busy with her new office duties, finishes her work and goes for a walk with her friend Myrina. The two friends talk about their jobs. Knowing about Momo's new role, Myrina playfully throws snow at her. Annoyed, Momo starts pulling their cart too fast, causing them both to slip and fall down a slope. They begin playing in the snow, and Momo tells Myrina that she has fixed the music box. They promise to listen to it together in the evening. Meanwhile, the vampires prepare for their attack, and Fien decides to join the fight. Humans also begin their preparations to defend against the vampire assault. Momo, lying in her room, listens to music from the repaired music box. When her mother hears the music, she angrily tries to break the box. Momo defends it, and when her mother scolds her, she runs away from home with the music box. As the vampires launch their attack on the human city, they swoop down with their wings, capturing humans and gleefully sucking their blood. The humans fight back with guns and green light. The vampires use bombs to destroy the lights on the city walls, making it easier for them to infiltrate. However, the lights on the main tower force them to halt their advance in the forest. In the midst of the battle, Momo finds herself in the forest, sitting by the riverbank, listening to the music from the music box. Nearby, some soldiers capture a vampire. Fien kills the soldiers to save the vampire, but a dying soldier fires a bomb, badly injuring her. Fien then notices Momo sitting by the riverbank. She approaches with the intent to kill, but upon hearing Momo humming a song from the music box and expressing her desire to escape this war-torn world, Fien changes her mind. She asks Momo to sing the song again. Suddenly, a battle breaks out on the riverbank. Fien gets injured, and Momo flees to the other side of the river, where she encounters Myrina, who is fighting vampires. A vampire injects himself with a substance, transforming into a giant demon, and begins slaughtering human soldiers. Although Fien attempts to save Myrina from the demon's attack, she's killed in the process. When the demon turns on Momo, Fien intervenes, saving her and trying to fly away. However, due to her injuries, she cannot get very far. The demon follows them, getting dangerously close to killing Momo. At that moment, Nobar arrives with some soldiers and stops the demon using the green light. Fien urges Momo to come with her, reminding her of her desire to escape this war-torn world. Momo agrees, and Fien helps her into a car, and they start to drive away. Suddenly, an explosion in the tower's generator causes all the lights to go out. The demon, now free, begins chasing Fien's car. A group of elite soldiers of the human army attacks the demon with a bazooka, ultimately destroying it. This allows Momo and Fien to escape safely. After bringing Momo to her house, Fien tries to befriend her and asks if she likes singing. When Momo doesn't respond, Fien starts playing the tune of the same song and tries to dance with her forcefully. Momo pushes her away, angering Fien. However, seeing Momo cry over Myrina's death, Fien softens and tells her she can go wherever she wants. Later, Momo sits in a room, listening to the music box. She finds a picture inside it that reveals a place called Paradise, where vampires and humans live peacefully and create music together. Curious, Momo explores the dark house and finds a picture identical to the one in the music box. Realizing she is surrounded by vampires, she panics and starts running. In her fear, she doesn't notice where she's going and falls into a pond. When she opens her eyes, she finds herself back inside the house and starts crying, remembering Myrina. To calm her, Fien plays a song sung by a human. Momo is excited to learn that humans sang the song. Fien explains that musicians used to sing this song to remember their lost comrades. She then leaves the room after giving Momo the album cover. Later, Momo goes to the garden looking for Fien and is surprised to see her working in the sunlight despite being a vampire. Fien gestures to show she is covered for protection. Momo thanks Fien for trying to save Myrina's life and asks for her help in singing the song in Myrina's memory. They start singing together, filling the room with happiness. Suddenly, an arrow pierces Fien's neck, abruptly turning the atmosphere to one of sadness. Momo's uncle arrives and tries to take her back home, but Momo refuses, wanting to stay with Fien. Vampires arrive, and a fight breaks out between them and the humans. Fien regains consciousness, and seeing an opportunity, Momo runs out of the room. Her uncle tries to follow, but Fien stops him. Outside, Allegro catches Momo and tries to kill her, but soldiers rush in and save her. One soldier hands Momo a gun for self-defense. In the chaotic fight with the vampires, Momo finds herself hanging from a chandelier. Seeing her in trouble, Fien wants to help, but Allegro stops her, saying the elder wants to meet her. The soldier then bombs the roof, causing an explosion that makes Momo start to fall. Fien quickly flies and catches her, and they both escape the house. Fien sends Momo to get the car while she tries to stop her uncle. As they fight, Momo drives the car into her uncle, knocking him out. They both hop in the car and drive away, but the road ahead is blocked. Fien suggests Momo drive the car down the hill, assuring her it's the best option. Momo trusts her, and luckily, there's a road below, allowing them to get out safely. After driving a long way from Fien's house, they wonder where to go next. Momo shows Fien a picture of paradise with a map on the back. Fien is skeptical that such a place exists, but Momo is determined. She convinces Fien that they should find it together. With a sense of hope, they set off to discover paradise. They travel for many days, and Momo starts worrying about Fien's condition because she hasn't had blood for a long time. Fien reassures her, saying that she'll be fine as long as she has alcohol, but it's clear her body is getting weaker. After several days, they reach a vampire city to get their car repaired. At the border, some vampires stop them for questioning. Fien tells them that Momo is her blood bag. After giving them 2 bottles of blood, they are allowed inside the city. The city is divided into 2 parts. On one side of the river, humans live, and on the other side, vampires rule. Humans sell blood to vampires in exchange for money, allowing both groups to coexist in a somewhat peaceful manner. Fien and Momo arrive at a hotel to spend the night. When the manager sees Momo, he asks her to leave, worried she might cause trouble due to the blood shortage in the city. Fien gives him 4 bottles of blood, and he reluctantly provides them with a room. In their room, Fien begins teaching Momo to play the piano. Momo plays surprisingly well and asks Fien if she will teach her more. Fien promises to teach her to play the piano excellently. However, as Fien's eyes fall on Momo's neck, her hunger awakens, but she laughs it off and changes the subject. In the middle of the night, Momo wakes up to the sound of breaking glass. She sees Fien desperate for blood. Momo quickly searches their bag for a blood bottle, but finds nothing. She offers her own blood to Fien, but Fien refuses, not wanting to harm her. In her desperation, Fien throws Momo out of the room to protect her. Outside, Momo spots a blood bank in a human area. She goes there to ask for blood, but the humans refuse. Determined, Momo sneaks into the building and finds the blood storage. Just as she picks up a blood bottle, an alarm blares throughout the building. Momo runs away with the blood, chased by gunmen. She escapes by jumping from one roof to another. Suddenly, Allegro flies in and catches her, piercing her neck with an iron rod and demanding to know where Fien is. Despite the pain, Momo refuses to betray Fien. In a desperate move, she pushes Allegro, and they both fall from the roof. Miraculously, Momo is unharmed and hurries back to Fien with a blood bottle. Meanwhile, some vampires break into the hotel to loot it. The manager reveals that a human is staying there. They set the entire hotel on fire and leave after looting it. Fien watches her room burn, too weak to escape. Just then, Momo arrives. She rescues Fien and drives away with her. They reach a hut far from the city, and Momo starts giving Fien a blood transfusion. When Fien regains consciousness, Momo emotionally pleads with her to never leave, as she has no one else in the world. Fien realizes her mistake and apologizes to Momo. Determined to find paradise, they set out towards the north, enduring snowy challenges. They travel day and night, but eventually, their strength falters and they both faint.